of my favorite experiences collaborating with other people and even writing on my own, I have to go back and ask what happened. It's sort of this like uh this blackout moment of just stream of consciousness or whatever that flow state is. And I really had that experience with this piece, which is cool because it's a dream sequence. And it's like, I almost listening to it again, I was like, I kind of felt like I was waking up from a dream. And I'm like, I'm going to have to ask Joe to like put the pieces together a little bit for what happened that day and leading up to it. Cause I'm listening to it and it just all sounds so amazing. And then I'm like, was that me? I think that was me.
They buried us in doubt for what it's worth.
I had used Ableton in a lot of different ways in my career. One of my favorite things to do is just use the looper in there and just kind of play. The voice, you can get some, when you layer, you obviously get beautiful harmonies, but you can add some really cool dissonance in there too. I mean, you could do it with any instrument, but it just sounds to me like the voice just sounds like really clustery and crazy when you do the whole loopy thing. I really don't remember preparing much for it, which is uncharacteristic of me. I am an over preparer, but that's kind of the beauty of this, and also in line with some of my favorite things that I do, where it's just like, okay, let's just kind of be in this moment. This was a bit different than the way that I approach most of the music that I work on. So that already is in this free form thing that I am is very much out of my element, being like in the pop world. And then in the pop world, also use these tools in very specific, very, you know, they're well manicured, right? And listening back this morning again to, especially I think it's the first loop that I do, I'm like, wow, there's so many imperfections in my vocals, and I'm just, I love it. Like I'm like, so especially now I'm listening back and like hearing all the imperfections and hearing all the things that I'm doing not right, and it's just, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing that it's just this, it's like a human, you know. So in that regard, yeah, the free form of it, the fact that there was no real plan for on my part, um, it was just hear this and create, and it's very emotional. I think uh, because it was so in the moment. It's so weird. I don't remember a lot of that day. Like I remember being excited, and I remember it being this like beautiful collaboration, and I remember where we were in my house, my apartment. But I don't remember a lot of the process, and even as a songwriter, my favorite songs that I've written, I have to record, I have to write them down in the moment because they're gone. It's gone. It's like, I don't know what that says about my brain, but it's my favorite and best work is always like sort of a blackout moment, because I love that because this is a dream, you know, and it feels, the memory of that day feels very dreamy. It feels like I'm piecing together parts of a dream, which you were there for.